Ain't no sound, just ghosts in time, waltzing slow to a crooked rhyme. I came here where the shadows weep, where the dead still hum in their sleep. Across the rust, a name worn thin, and the smell of whiskey, death and sin. She's waiting there in her lace and gray. I hear her humming from far away. Every beat my soul gets lost, spinning round this graveyard waltz. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, sweet and slow, dance me where the cold winds blow. The moonlight drips on her hair of gold, eyes like sorrow, quiet and cold. She said, you came too late, my dear, the living can't stay long here. But I took her hand, I felt no fear. The dead don't judge what brought me here. The ground was soft, the stars had hauled, while we swayed in that graveyard waltz. Oh Lord, let us stay a while. Just one more turn, one more smile. If I wait before the dawn, let her ghost keep leading on. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, sweet and slow, dance me where the cold winds blow. The lantern fades, her face turns dim, the night grows still, the air turns grim. Her whisper fades like autumn rain, leaving silence and my pain. I drop the rose upon her stone, the only heart I've ever known. And the wind begins its final waltz through these graves and my fall. Now the dawn creeps pale and wide, but I still feel her by my side. Maybe death's the only cause to dance forever in this graveyard waltz. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, soft and near, dance me far away from here. Yeah. If you listen close when the moonlight calls, you'll hear our steps in the graveyard waltz. In the graveyard waltz. Dust on my boots, blood on my soul, ain't no heaven left to hold. I left my sins in New Orleans, with a cross and a busted dream. Shot a man for stealing lies. Now I'm running where the desert cries. The sheriff's coming, I can feel the ground. But hell's already what I found. So I keep my horse and my vow. Ain't no turning back now.
Run the devil down, but I still ride, I don't care. Through the dust and the town, if I die before the dawn, tell the Lord I'm moving on.
Whiskey burns, my lungs are fire. My heart's a grave of lost desire. They say you can't outpace your fate, but I'm still knocking on heaven's gate. The night's my home, the wind's my bride. Sin and I, we're side by side. And if I fall, let it be known I walk this road all alone.
Can't wash my hands, can't clean my soul. This life's the only truth I know. Maybe freedom's just a curse, but I'll take it for better or worse.
Saw a preacher down in El Paso, said, boy, you reap what you sow. I smiled and tipped my hat his way, said, preacher, I'm just trying to stay, 'cause heaven's full and hell's too proud. But this road still sings out loud. So let the devil take my name. I was never good at playing tame.
Run the devil down, I still ride, I don't care. Through the dust and the town, if I die before the dawn, tell the Lord I'm moving on.
We's dial Alone. Yeah. Let the night bury my crown. I'll still run that devil down. There's a river in the valley deep, where the lost ones go to sleep. I've been walking since the dawn, trying to right what I did wrong. Every mile feels twice as long when you're singing your farewell song. I left my coat by the willow tree, where she once sat waiting for me. Now the river hums her tune underneath the hollow moon. The river knows don't talk, but it listens true. Met a stranger by the bend, said, son, this road don't ever end. I asked him where the waters flow. He smiled and said, boy, you already know. His eyes were calm, his voice was low, like someone I'd met long ago. And as he faded in the rain, I felt peace inside my pain. Maybe it's what pulls you down
when you got nothing left to claim.
The river still calls your name. Turned silver gray, and the stars forgot to stay. I see a face across the tide, smiling soft, arms open wide. If this is death, then let it be a quiet road back to the sea. No more chains, no more flame, just the river saying my name.
The river knows my name. There is for 8 days in your heart when you got nothing left to claim.
The river don't lie, it just flows on. If I don't come back the same, tell them the river knew my name. There's a whisper on the road tonight, the kind that chills the bone. Stars are burning cold and bright, I'm riding all alone. Steel strings hum under my hand, this old guitar knows where I stand. Every mile's another ghost I've known, every song's a debt I still owe. The night don't lie, it never speaks, but it holds the truth the daylight seeks. And I find myself again where silence feels like a friend.
Safe from what I've made.
Whiskey moon on an open sky, the wind hums a lullaby. I've chased peace, I've chased pain, but they both feel the same again. Old Old towns whisper, old hearts cry. Every truth's a kind of lie, and I've learned that love and sin can wear the same old grin.
So I ride till the road gets thin, through the bones of where I've been. Every mile just fades to gray. Yeah, they always find their way.
Of every dream I let pass, but I ain't running anymore, just driving slow to settle the score. If I reach the end tonight, maybe I'll finally see the light, or maybe I'll just drift away where no one knows my name. To the
Bring me down where wild hearts roam.
no prayers left, no tears to cry.
Just me and the endless sky.
Lay me down where shadows keep.
Yeah, the road don't end, it just turns slow and takes you where the lost ones go. Midnight does.
Let me go. Let me go. Much left but a story in the flame. I built this fire from old regrets, burning slow, don't let me forget. Each spark a name, each flame a face, gone with time but not erased. Whiskey in my hand, moon in the sky, talking to ghosts that never die. And every word feels like a prayer to the ones who ain't out there. Was a girl from Jasper Hill, soft as dawn but hard to still. She said, boy, don't chase the flame, but you were born for the untamed. Now she's gone and I'm still here, playing tunes for the empty air. If the wind could carry her name, I'd whisper it just the same.
Some folks pray, some folks pray, some just wait for the morning sun. But I just sit where the dark begins
and let the fire tell my scene. Daddy said, boy, life's a fight. You'll never see it all in light. He died with a smile and a Bible torn. Said even saints can be reborn. Now his voice comes in the flame, saying, son, don't curse your name. But every time the fire dies, I still see guilt behind my eyes.
That's what's left of me.
Can't wash the ashes clean.
All gasoline.
It's all I'll ever be.
It's all I'll ever be.
Just tell them I kept singing, yeah. To be. Smoking memory. That old whiskey moon still hanging high, watching over broken hearts tonight. I left my name in a roadside sign, half erased by dust and time. Ain't no place I call my own, just my boots and a heart half grown. Every mile's a memory song, every ride still feels so wrong. If love's a fire I burn too soon, I'm sleeping under a whiskey moon.
Shine on the mess I made, got me home or let me fall. Don't matter much at all.
You make the lost feel beautiful. A stranger in a town of dust. She said, boy, your eyes look just like rust. I laughed and said they used to shine, for the night took what was mine. She poured a drink, we shared a tune. Her voice was smoke, her smile a moon. The morning came and she was gone, like the last line of a broken song.
Sometimes I pray, sometimes I pray, sometimes I promise what I want. But if I ever see her again,
maybe I'll stop counting my sins. Now the night's my oldest friend. It don't ask where I've been, it just listens slow and kind to the ghosts I leave behind. I talk to stars like they're my kin. They never judge, they never grin, and every sip still feels like June underneath that whiskey moon.
shine on the mess I make, got me home or let me fall. Don't matter much at all.
This old heart still bleeds for you. If the night forgives me soon, I'll meet her there under that whiskey moon.
Shine on the
There's a name carved in the old wood sign, faded letters lost to time. Some say he was good, some say he was mean. Truth lies somewhere in between. They hung him high in '94. Dust settled down, then came no more. But every storm that cuts this plain still whispers softly, speaks his name. The barkeep swears he's seen him ride through the fog on the county side. And every night the fire dies, the wind repeats. Ashes don't lie. Ashes don't lie. They just remain a trace of smoke, a ghost of pain. Ashes don't lie, they tell it true. The fire burns for me and you. Old preacher says he found his coat floating near the riverboat. Blood had dried, but not his name, etched in leather just the same. And though he fell, his soul still stays in every song the fiddler plays. You can feel it in the midnight sky, ain't no denying. Ashes don't lie.
Truth ain't gold, it fades and flies, though they never disguise.
Ashes don't lie, they tell the tale of the lost who rode the rail. Ashes don't lie, they never fade, just turn to dust. Grave is just stones and weeds, but still he answers what the wind needs. You can feel it when you close your eyes, a breath, a chill, a soft reprise. They say the hollow road still hums when the lightning cracks and thunder drums, and every traveler passing by knows deep down, ashes don't lie.
If you live wild, if you die wrong, your name still writes from someone's song.
No preacher's fire, no tear, no sigh can change the truth.
Ashes don't lie, they stay behind, reminding hearts of the fragile kind. Ashes don't lie, they tell us why. Even the damned can touch the sky. Yeah. He's gone, but the dust remembers, 'cause ashes don't lie. ashes fall like holy rain, washing down my years of pain. Ain't no preacher, ain't no saint, just a man with ashes and faith. I walked the road where angels cried, lost my soul and damn near died. Whiskey, blood, and a rebel's name, I burned my hope and took the blame. Now I stand where the river bends, counting sins and never ends. Every scar and mistake built this cross I have to take. Ashes and faith, that's all I own. Built from dust, broke like stone. Ashes and faith, cold and true, one for the devil, one for you. The church bell rings, but not for me.
No choir sings, no harmony, just thunder rolling over clay, and my shadow walking away. Tried to pray, but the words won't stay. They fade like smoke at the end of day. Still I whisper just in case, to the wind, to the graves.
Oh Lord, if you still care, don't lift me up, just leave me there.
Let me drown, let me break in this sea of what you didn't take.
Ashes and faith, that's all I own. Built from dust, broke like stone. Ashes and faith, cold and true, one for the devil, one for you. Now the sky turns iron gray, the wind sings where the lost men lay.
I see her face, the one I lost in every dream that love had caused.
The fire fades, the world turns still, maybe mercy bends at will.
If I fall, let it break this chain of ashes and faith. Now I kneel in the pouring rain, let it wash my blood, my shame. And if the light don't find my face, at least I knelt in grace.
Ashes and faith, that's all I own. Burning bright where I've been thrown. Ashes and faith, cold and true.
All that's left of me and you.
Yeah.
Some men rise, some men break. Me, I'm just ashes and faith.
Yeah. They say some riders never rest, even when they lay 'em down. the river bend where the crows don't ever sing. There's a ghost in a tattered coat, still searching for his ring. They say he loved a preacher's girl, but she took her life one June. Now every night when the wind gets cold, you can hear him hum her tune. He's the rider of the high, no holy name. He rides the high, no holy. I seen him once near Devil's Gate, where the moon refused to shine. He stopped and tipped his ghostly hat, said, "Boy, the sin ain't mine." His eyes were two burned embers, his horse was made of bone. And when he passed, the world went still like the wind had lost its tone. Some say he's cursed, some say he's free, wandering soul on eternity, and hell forgot his name that day. He's the rider of high, no holy name. He rides the line, no holy, a hissing thing. Now every night past midnight hour, when the sand begins to moan, you'll see a shadow cross the hill and hear a name carved in stone. Some pray for him to rest in peace, some light a fire and sing, but he just rides on through the dark, still searching for his ring. He's a rider, he rides the hollow and know the dust rule it. And if you hear a hoof in the rain, don't call his name, just pray. He ain't lost, he's just riding away through the hollow plains way. Yeah, the night's been whispering sins again, and I still hear that river hum. Down by the river I laid my soul, trying to wash off what I stole, but the water turned to black that night, and the moon refused to shine its light. Preacher said, boy, don't you pray too loud, God don't walk where sin's too proud. I bowed my head and held my breath, 'cause the river knows the truth. And you can beg, you can bleed, but it knows what you did. And every lie getting high comes floating back with the tide. I buried my gun beneath the cypress tree, swore one day it'd come for me. The wind keeps humming that same old tune, like the ghosts that haunt the moon. Mama cried when I left that night, said, son, don't chase the devil's light. But the road was long, the whiskey deep, and sin's a promise I couldn't keep. There's a church with no more doors, and blood beneath its floor.
There's a hymn the angels fear
that only sinners hear. I met a woman down in Jackson Bend, said your story's near its end. She gave me fire, she gave me grace, but I still saw the devil's face. So I rode on through the southern rain, each drop whispering my name. And when I reached that old black shore, the river called, come home once more. I laid my soul down by the bank, and the river, it never sank, just carried me on, whispering low, son, it's time to let it go.
You can beg, you can bleed, but it knows what you did. You can lie or give it right, come floating back with the tide.
Dust on my boots, blood on my soul. Ain't no heaven left to hold. I left my sins in New Orleans with a cross and a busted dream. Shot a man for stealing lies. Now I'm running where the desert cries. The sheriff's coming, I can feel the ground, but hell's already what I found. So I keep my horse and my vow, ain't no turning back now. Run the devil down, he'll be my soul. Every sin's a chain I wear, but I still ride, I don't care. Run the devil down, through the dust in the town. Tell the Lord I'm moving on. Tell the Lord I'm moving on. Whiskey burns, my lungs are fire, my heart's a grave of lost desire. They say you can't outpace your fate, but I'm still knocking on heaven's gate. The night's my home, the wind's my bride. Sin and I, we're side by side. And if I fall, let it be known I walk this road all alone. Can't wash my hands, can't clean my soul. This life's the only truth I know. Maybe freedom's just a curse, but I'll take it for better or worse. down in El Paso. Said, boy, you reap what you sow. I smiled and tipped my hat his way. He said, preacher, I'm just trying to stay. 'Cause heaven's full and hell's too proud, but this road still sings out loud. So let the devil take my name. I was never good at playing tame.
Run the devil down, yeah, they cleaned my soul. Every sin's a chain I wear, but I still ride, I don't care. Run the devil down, through the dust in the town. Tell the Lord I'm moving on.
At least I'll die alone. Yeah. Let the night bury my crown. I still run that devil down. They built the rope at break of day, tied my sins in a holy way. The crowd don't cry, the priest won't stare. Just another soul, another prayer. The sheriff reads what's left of me, words carved deep in misery. They say a man reaps what he sows. Guess my harvest finally shows. I feel the weight, I feel the cord. I ain't begging no merciful Lord. Let the wind carry what I've done into the dust beneath the sun. This is my gallows prayer, whispered to the empty air. No salvation, no disguise, just me, the rope, and open sky. Mama's tears still haunt my dreams. I hear her hum those broken hymns. Said, boy, someday you'll find your way. But my compass rusted in the clay. The hangman's hand don't shake a flinch. He's seen death inch by inch. And I smile just a little while, 'cause I've been running all this mile. Oh Lord, I ain't looking up, my cup's already filled enough. If you got grace, don't waste it here. Give it to the ones I hurt, my dear. This is my gallows prayer, to the smoke and midnight air. If heaven's closed, I'll take the flame. Hell's got room for my kind of name. watching me like he understood. The road creaks like a preacher's tone, talking faith to flesh and bone. And I laugh through the salt and dirt. Every sin has already heard, but in that sound I find my peace. One last breath and then release. Let the ground take what it must, turn my body back to dust. Every lie, every prayer, beneath the gallows air. This is my gallows prayer. No regret, no fear to spare. If the Lord's still watching me, He knows I died honestly. Some men ride, some men pray. Me, I just fade away. Rain on the window, neon low, dust on my boots, nowhere to go. Another night, another cold, walking down that whiskey road. Bar still creaks, my glass half full, heart still heavy, the world so cruel. The jukebox hums a lonely tune about a man who lost too soon. Ashes fall where memories grow. Every mile feels like a blow. Ain't no map, ain't no code, just a way down Whiskey Road. Whiskey Road, take me slow, where the sinners and the dreamers go. Whiskey Road, burning cold, tell me secrets the night won't hold. Saw her face in a broken glass, whispered my name, then let it pass. Smoke curled up, her eyes still burned. Every lesson's one I never learned. The barkeep nods, he knows my kind. Running fast, leaving hope behind. Love's a lie, pain's a code, written deep on Whiskey Road. Soul, for every fire I couldn't control, then let it rain on this road I know. Whiskey Road, take me slow, where the sinners and the dreamers go. Whiskey Road, burning cold, tell me secrets the night won't hold. Moonlight fades, my boots grow thin. This road don't end, it just begins. Every bottle's a promise made, every scar's a price I pay. Maybe peace ain't what I find, just echoes playing in my mind. Still I ride, still I'm old, some out on Whiskey Road. Now the bar lights fade to gray, the night just stole my yesterday. If I die before I'm old, lay me down by Whiskey Road. Whiskey Road, take me slow, let my story fade and go. Whiskey Road, burning cold, keep my name, but not my soul. Yeah. If you listen close when the night wind blows, you'll hear my song on Whiskey Road. Yeah. Ashes fall like holy rain, washing down my years of pain. Ain't no preacher, ain't no saint, just a man with ashes and fate. I walked the road where angels cried, lost my soul and damn near died. Whiskey blood and a rebel's name, I burned my hope and took the blame. Now I stand where the river bends, counting sins that never ends. Every scar, every mistake, built this cross I have to take. Ashes and faith, that's all I own. Built from dust, broke like stone. Ashes and faith, cold and true, one for the devil, one for you. The church bell rings, but not for me. No choir sings, no harmony, just thunder rolling over clay, and my shadow walking away. Tried to pray, but the words won't stay. They fade like smoke at the end of day. Still I whisper just in case, to the wind, to the grace.
Oh Lord, if you still care,
Don't lift me up, just leave me there,
let me drown, let me breathe
in this sea of what you didn't take. Ashes and fade, that's all I own. Built from dust, broke like stone. Ashes and fade, cold and true, one for the devil, one for you. Now the sky turns iron gray, the wind sings where the lost men lay. I see her face, the one I lost, and every dream that love had caused. The fire fades, the world turns still. Maybe mercy bends at will. If I fall, let it break this chain of ashes and fade. Now I kneel in the pouring rain, let it wash my blood, my shame. And if the light don't find my face, at least I knelt in grace.
ashes and flames. That's all I own. Burning bright where I've been thrown. Ashes and flames, cold and true. All that's left of me, and you.
just ashes and faith. Just me, the dust, and the road ahead. Ain't no mercy for the things I said. Moon hang low like a judge tonight. I ride alone, out of sight. Boots covered in the blood and sand, sin written deep in this calloused hand. Whiskey burned where prayer should be, every mile just haunting me. The church bell rang, but I didn't stay. Devil whispered, I rode away. And now I'm bound where shadows grow, in the valley of dust and sorrow. Dust and sorrow, my only friend, riding hard till the bitter end. Dust and sorrow, cold wind blow, ain't no place this soul can go. Black crow cry on the wire line reminds me I can't rewind time. Every sin got a price to pay, and I've been running since that day. The river's dry, the night's grown old, my story carved in the dirt and cold. Can't find peace, can't borrow grace, only ghosts in this lonesome place. Oh Lord, hear me now. If you still care somehow, I walk through hell and flames, still whispering your name. Dust and sorrow, my only friend, riding hard till the bitter end. Dust and sorrow, cold wind blow, ain't no place this soul can go. Saw a cross by the side of the road, someone else who carried this load. Ain't no preacher, ain't no choir, just a crackle of the campfire. I stare into the darkened flame, every shadow calls my name. Maybe someday I'll atone, but tonight I'll ride alone. Don't bring no peace to me, just more ghosts I can't unsee. I keep riding, don't know why, under this cold, relentless sky. Maybe death's the only road where a man can drop his load. Till then, I'll just roam slow with my dust and sorrow. Dust and sorrow, my only friend, riding hard till the bitter end. Dust and sorrow, cold wind blow, ain't no place this soul can go. Yeah, just me, my sins, and tomorrow. Riding on through dust and sorrow. Taint. ain't sleeping, no, it never will. They say my sins roll down that hill. Moonlight trembles on the still like a ghost that's learned to kneel. I came here with a broken prayer, dust in my lungs, smoke in my hair. The night spoke low, said, boy, beware, the truth don't always care. I threw my past into the stream, watched it fade like an old bad dream. But every ripple called my name, saying you and your pain are the same.
Oh, the river ain't sleeping, it knows my soul. It's carrying secrets I can't control. Every tear, every scar I saw, there's water under heart of stone.
I heard a woman hum a tune down by the bridge under the moon. She said love ain't gone, it just hides in the quiet where sorrow dies. Her voice cut through the cold night air, a song of pain, a kind of prayer. And I felt small beneath the sky, like a sinner who forgot to lie. There's mercy in the flowing stream, but if a current pulls too deep, you might find the truth you keep. Morning creeps with shades of gray, the river whispers don't run away. I kneel beside its restless heart and pray for peace before I part. 'Cause I've been both saint and thief, drank the wine and tasted grief. And if redemption's just a word, I'll sing it till I'm heard. Oh, the river ain't sleeping, it knows my name. It's washed my hands, but not my shame. Still I'll wait till the morning light and let the current make it right. Yeah, the river keeps moving, even when the heart stands still. And I'll keep walking till it forgives me for real. Every glass remembers you. I heard your voice in the static rain, that same old ache, that same old pain. Your perfume still haunts this town, like ghosts that never settle down. The jukebox hums our favorite tune, whispering love beneath the moon. But every note just twists a knife in the quiet corners of my life. One brings peace, one brings fire, one makes me numb, one feels so right. but I can't tell which one's to blame or your name. The porch light's on, but I won't stay. Too many ghosts in yesterday. You wrote your truth in the dust and flame, said love ain't kind, it's just a game now. I'm chasing echoes down the line, looking for what I left behind. If heartbreak had a melody, it'd sound like you and me. Another round for the road, try to lighten this heavy load. Your photograph still in my coat, a promise written, never spoke. And if you ever call again, I'll pretend I don't remember when, but deep down I know it's true. Every scar still leads to you. I call your name, and every dawn curse the same. If love's a fire can't contain, then let me burn with whiskey and your name. A long road full of blood and clay. Now I'm walking where the lost ones pray. The sky's still red, but it don't burn. Every soul's got time to turn. I've seen fire, I've seen grave, I've seen the grave. I ain't no saint, but I still crave a little mercy in the wind's cold breath, a little peace between life and death. The dust remembers every name, the Sinners dance, the saints look the same. You can't hide what time forgot. You just fade, that's all you got.
Dust and mercy,
Side by side,
one forgive,
one let you hide.
dust and mercy,
On my knees, blowing softly through the tree. I walked past bones that used to sing. I heard the wind wear a wedding ring. The ghosts don't judge, they just hum a tune about a man who fell too soon. And the moon don't rise to cast no blame. She just shines on every name. And I knew then it's all the same. Dust to dust, mercy came. Lord, I ain't running no more. You found me where I fell before. If redemption's just a breath away, let me face, Lord, don't make me stay.
dust and mercy,
Hear my cry,
tell the angel
not to lie.
dust and mercy,
Let me go, wash me clean, make it slow. Now I stand where the world ends thin. Ain't no crowd, just wind and sin. I see the river wide and cold. It whispers truths I've never told. I take one step, then one more still, down the slope against my will. And in that silence, warm and deep, even the damned can finally sleep. Dust and mercy, final call. Lift me gently as I fall. Dust and mercy, let it be. No more change, just peace in me. Ashes got a name, and mercy loves them just the same. There's a calm on these dusty roads where my story still unfolds. Time don't rush, it just sighs under old roads and silver skies. I left home with a broken tune, chasing dreams beneath the moon. The miles were long, the nights were cold, but the fire in my heart was bold. I met love in a midnight town. She smiled sweet, then turned me down. Now her laugh still haunts my sleep, like secrets a river keep. Keep my heart with memory light, every mile's a BB light, every scar's a melody. get wise. The wind hums low through my hair, whispering truths that hang in there. The past ain't gone, it just bends like an echo that never ends. I've seen joy and I've seen pain, I've cursed the sun, I've blessed the rain, but through it all I learned to smile and rest my bones for a while. You can't chase time, but you can dance with what won't last. The road don't lie, it just leads on. I sit by a riverside, watching the clouds just drift and glide. The same sky that watched me fall still forgives it all. And if the good Lord calls my name, I'll smile and say it's all the same. 'Cause I found peace in where I've been, and I'll meet my path like an old friend. Sing me through these closing eyes, a dream I let go by still shines somewhere up high. Carry me home tonight. Sunset slow, the breeze don't lie, under old road and silver skies. Dust on my boots, blood on my soul. There ain't no heaven left to hold. I left my sins in New Orleans with a cross and a busted dream. Shot a man for stealing lives. Now I'm running where the desert cries. The sheriff's coming, I can feel the ground, but hell's already what I found. So I keep my horse and my vow, ain't no turning back now. Run the hill, down, down, down. Hill, down, down, down. River's still right, I don't care. Good out before the dawn. Run the hill, down, down, down. Hill, down, down, down. Tell the Lord I'm moving on. Whiskey burns, my lungs are fire, my heart's a grave of lost desire. They say you can't outpace your fate, but I'm still knocking on heaven's gate. The night's my home, the wind's my bride. Sin and I, we're side by side, and if I fall, let it be known I walk this road all alone. Can't wash my hands, can't clean my soul. This life's the only truth I know. Maybe freedom's just a curse, but I'll take it for better. Oh, Saw a preacher down in El Paso, said, boy, you reap what you sow. I smiled and tipped my hat his way, said, preacher, I'm just trying to stay, 'cause heaven's full and hell's too proud, but this road still sings out loud. So let the devil take my name, I was never good at playing tame. Run the devil, yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, no, no, no. If it's still right, I don't care. If my soul don't make it home, at least I'll die alone. Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, no, no, no. At least I'll die alone. Yeah. Let the night bury my crown, I'll still run that devil down. Run the devil.